What's up, y'all? Getting ready, getting ready. Big Thuggin' Podcast with special guests coming up. Big Thuggin' Podcast with special guests. Ken Dog. Some of y'all might know him from TikTok. Some of y'all might know him from Instagram. Some of y'all might know him in real life. Some of y'all might know him from TikTok. Some of y'all might know him from Instagram. Some of y'all might know him from YouTube. Some of y'all might know him from all different places, man. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, man, I'm gonna be bringing y'all different guests. Going forward, my next guest will be Soulja Boy. You know, shout out to Soulja Boy, that's my homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have him on the podcast. You feel me? Y'all already know that gonna be a great podcast. You got to rock with the ones who rock with you, man, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people in this industry, but you know, y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's real. Y'all know what's fake. You know, y'all know what's political. Y'all know what's war. Y'all know what's peace. Y'all know everything because social media tell it all. You feel me? But yeah, the next episode of Big Thuggin', we gonna have Big Soulja Boy on Big Thuggin' today. Welcome. What up? What it do, man? I am your host, Hot Boy Turk, and this is Big Thuggin' Podcast. And today we have the one and only Ken Dog. You know what I'm saying? I want him to come on here and let y'all know his story. You know, I've been watching Ken Dog for a minute, probably for about 2 years now, and I see how happy he be. You know, y'all know Ken Dog is a survivor. You know, he's a survivor of a burn, of fire, you know, and I want people to see his strength, his encouragement, you know what I'm saying, his determination, you know, how he beat the odds, you know what I'm saying, how he remained smiling, you know, throughout it all, man. Like, we be having so much that we complain about, and here you got this man who's a brilliant man, young man. You know, I feel like his story need to be told, and hopefully, you know, with him being on Big Thuggin' Podcast, other people will want to help him tell his story even more, because we need motivation, we need inspiration, especially in these times right here. And I feel like his story is very inspirational, you know. But I'm not gonna talk it out because I've been said everything about him myself. We gonna bring Ken on here, man. I think he in the building. And let him do his own. Let him speak for himself. What's up, homie?
That's good.
What's up with it, boy?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Especially I got you on here now, man. I see you got your new look, man.
I know, I know,
Yeah,
man. It's been making me feel like a brand new person, you know?
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, every day, man, is brand new, man. Especially, God wakes us up in the morning and He give us new experiences. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right,
up to us to do what we want to do with those experiences, whether we make them good or whether we make them bad. You
right.
know, I've been watching you, bro,
Yeah,
and I consider myself, even though we don't communicate all the time,
right.
but we do support each other through the likes and the comments. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
when you know you have genuine people, you don't have to communicate every day. You know,
right,
I felt it only right for me to get you on my platform, man,
right.
because I would like to know what keeps you going as well as your story, man. Like I followed you on TikTok, man. To be honest, when I saw your TikTok, man, and I saw you just making people smile, that what made me get on it, man. I was like, man, let me get on TikTok. So I've been going on TikTok every day because of your inspiration of watching one of your videos. It's one of them went viral. You
Thank you.
know, and I just think that other people need to hear your story, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start this off with
Okay,
welcoming you on Big Thuggin Podcast, man. Where we talk about everything that's real,
right.
whether it be in hip hop, politics, or in life in general.
Okay.
And your
Yes.
story is real, man. You know what I'm saying? So we started out with you introducing yourself to the people, my people, your people, and we'll go from there, man.
Okay. Well, what's up, everybody? My name is Kenny. I go by Ken Dog. I am a burn survivor from California, Sacramento, California. And, like, I think what keeps me, like, going in life is just being grateful for the things that I have going on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And just being
yeah,
grateful, just being grateful for anything. I can be grateful that I woke up this morning. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
I could be grateful that I got a roof over my head, you know? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that simple. Like what keeps me going is just simply just gratitude.
Just
That's
gratitude, being thankful, being grateful to be alive.
yes, exactly.
Okay, okay. So
Ex-
do you mind telling people how did everything transpire, like your upbringing? What was the cause if it ain't too much, you know what I'm saying? A little backstory about how you became a survivor of fire.
okay, well, my accident occurred when I was just 3 years old, a little over 30 years ago. Um, I was staying with my mom and my grandfather at the time. So like my mom, she was close to her dad. So I remember the day I think my mom went somewhere and just left me and my grandfather to watch me in his apartment or whatever. So I was just being a typical 3 year old, playing with my toys and watching TV while my grandfather was on the living room couch, knocked out sleep. So all of a sudden I just hear like this big old commotion coming from the back of me. And that's where the window was, and that's when I saw the flames just come out of nowhere. So, like, to be honest, I don't know exactly how the fire started. And I think that's like something that I've been wanting to know for years, but honestly, nobody hasn't came up with the, you know,
Answer.
the
Yeah,
yeah, the answer. So anyway, so all I can do was just panic, like I didn't know how to unlock the door and call for help and this and that. But you got to remember, I was 3, so that was like out of my control, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So, but thank goodness I had my grandfather and then your partner with me. But like at a certain age, it's like when you're like in a house fire or any burning building, it's like the smoke can actually get to you before the fire. You know.
yeah.
So my grandfather, he woke up coughing due to the smoke inhalation, but he had a solution. So his solution was to like save my life. And how he saved my life was, okay, he picked me up under my arms, right? And
Yeah.
and carried me over the window, but unfortunately I got blazed up by the fire.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and then
So, so
that's when the ambulance came and they try to, save me and my grandfather. But as I got older, I was notified by his sister that he actually died in the same hospital that I was.
so your grandfather happened to pass away from that situation.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So you say, I heard you say you didn't know, was it, I mean, how did the fire occur? That have to be something that you want closure with, man. Do you sometimes think, was it intentional? Was it just human error?
Mm, I like okay, like I do believe all things happen for a reason, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was really like intentionally, like somebody like that I knew wanted to burn the apartment down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was more so like an accident that happened on the side of the apartment, if that makes sense,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So that,
like something blew up or something, you know.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you don't think anybody try to cover anything up, like far as um somebody should have been liable for that, did you have like any investigation you can recall
No, I can't. No.
into it? So it's just non-closure. You just don't know to this day.
Right. Yeah.
So is it something that you will want to know? Uh, how you feel about it today?
I mean, it's like, it was like over 30 freaking years ago. So it's like, you know, it's like swept under the rug for me,
Hmm.
because I don't know anybody that wants to think about something, an accident that happened 30 years ago. That's a long time,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And you know what? That brings me to, I see that you're not thinking about your past. You know what I'm saying? You're more focused on your present. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
see that in your videos, man. I don't know if you know, but you encourage a lot of people, bro, including me.
Right.
And I think what you're doing is awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to keep on telling your story because your story is your glory. Your story is what's gonna bring you amongst great men. Your story is what's gonna make you rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And a lot of people don't realize the things that we go through are the testimony that God wants us to use to help somebody else that's going through. Like
Right.
in your situation, I'm quite sure it's a lot of people who don't have the courage you have, who don't have the determination, the drive, you know what I'm saying, the willpower. And I'm quite sure you inspire them when you talk to them as well, not just me, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. 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 Right.
So what are you doing now today, to stay focused like you are?
Just simply like making videos, you know, on TikTok and Instagram, but also just like trying to become a better version of myself. That's important, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with social media, it's like as soon as we get on Instagram or Facebook or whatever you want to call it, it's like I how can I say it? Like we automatically compare ourselves to others, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't think that's right. So, but if you are going to be competitive with somebody, you should be competitive with yourself, you know?
Fact.
Yeah.
Fact. I agree with that 1,000%. I,
Yes.
I tell people all the time, don't be competitive, be creative, you
Right.
know.
Exactly.
And being creative is something that you have been doing, man.
Yeah.
What how do you come up with the content that you come up with, man? Like what make you come up with some of the funny videos you be doing, man? Like, cause you be having some hilarious videos.
Well, like I get my ideas from like watching other people do the videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to just like imitate, what people did or done or whatever, and I try to throw in my own little swag into it. you know?
Okay, okay. Well, you
Yeah.
do a good job at it, man. So, how did you feel when you first went viral? Like, do you remember your first viral encounter?
Like what you mean? Like what the video?
Like viral, like when the world got to know who Ken was. Like, like that moment that just brought you to the forefront to like make people like me want to interview you. People want to, just have encounters with you. Like, what was that big moment and how did that big moment feel when people first discovered you on social media?
Mm, I mean, it felt real good because I have people out there that love me for me, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's. I mean, I I do know in the back of my head that stuff like that don't last forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like when you get on social media, you can front all you want to, but as soon as that curtain closes, it's like, what do you have to go back to now? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, like it doesn't really. I mean, it makes me feel good in that moment to go viral and know that people out there support me and love me, but I just don't like to like have high expectations for things like that. You know?
Facts. 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 I
Yeah.
was taught not to expect anything from nobody. That way I'd never be disappointed. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So all my expectations is in God, man, who I choose to believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
And we all go through some things, man, and you know, nobody is exempt from the things they go through.
Right.
So when you get people giving you words of inspiration, telling you to keep going, stay focused, you inspire them. You know what I'm saying? Do
Uh,
that make you want to keep on going and do more? You know what I'm saying? When you realize that, damn, I'm basically changing people's perception. I'm changing people's world. I'm helping people get through things that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that?
yeah, it does make me, keep going and keep me motivated, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It also makes me feel like a superhero because like I get messages from people that always say, "Oh my God, I want to say thank you for like changing my perspective on life," you know?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, I think it was like a few days ago actually where it was this guy and a girl, they messaged me. They was like, "Hey, I was feeling down today and I went on your Instagram and you just reminded me, life is short, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
And that right there just makes me feel like real good, you know?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So speaking of feeling good,
Yes.
so we stay on that topic. I seen you in the barber chair, man. You know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
went
yeah,
through your
yeah.
little transition, man. You know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like, who came up with that idea? Like,
Okay.
how did that come about?
Well, okay, so I think it was actually like a few years ago that somebody said, "Hey, yo, like, you ever thought about like getting like a man unit?" And I didn't know what that was, until they said it's like a man.
They say a man unit.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So I didn't know what that term was until they said, no, it's like a man wig. And I'm like, what? Like dudes be wearing wigs now? I thought that was like for like the ladies or something.
Yeah,
you know? And they said, no, like, like you ever watch like, the runway where like models walk down the runway and they got on their new clothes and stuff like that? And I said, yeah.
yeah,
And they said, well, most of those models be like, they be wearing like man beards, sideburns, wigs, everything. I'm like, really?
yeah,
They said, yeah,
yeah,
like no joke. So as the years go by, stuff like that, I wasn't really interested in stuff like that because I felt like just be yourself, you know? So
yeah,
so anyway, um, like a friend of mine said, somebody mentioned to me about this months down the road. They was like, yeah, man, you should try it. Like you should like try it. It is not to be funny or anything. Like you should try it. And I'm like, okay, I'll see, what I can do. So somebody reached out to me probably about a year ago in my DM. He's a stylist, and he said, "Hey, like my name is such and such and such, and I do hair, and I want to see if I could put like a man unit on your head."
yeah.
I'm like,
So it
"Really?"
came back up. Yeah,
Yeah, right. It came back up. Yes, exactly. So I'm like, okay. So probably about 5 days ago, Because me and the guy been talking for like, I don't know, like a couple of months, but
Yeah.
he stays all the way in Riverside. That's in California. That's by LA, but that's like damn near like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
So anyway, I decided to like go over there because he said that he was free that day. So when I went over there, we, start the process of him putting like the man wig on, and I said, I'm ready. Like, I want to try it. I want to see what it looked like on my head. Cause bro, when I tell you I was on YouTube looking at the process of how they do it,
Yeah.
it looks so like real, like very real, you know? So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try this. So like I said, I went over there. I sat in the barber chair, and he, did his process. And he showed me what it looked like after he got done, and my mouth just dropped. I could not
Yeah.
believe how real it looked on my head right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It actually looked real, man.
I know.
And I bet you a lot of people who didn't know probably wouldn't be able to tell, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because so you chose to go with the flat top. You got like the boosted curly fade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At first, I wanted dreads again because you knew I had dreads, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the dreads. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. At first, like I wanted the dreads again, but he didn't really have like a whole full head of like dreads. But he told me, he said, "Hey, you would look good with like a mini high top." And I'm like, "What's a
Yeah.
high top?" I was like, "What's a high top?" He gonna say, "Remember those two dudes named Kid and Play?" I said, "Yeah." He said, like the light skin had a high top. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll try something different." So that was his idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah,
Well, man, look like man, you're gonna be getting a lot of plays on you, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
yeah,
got that curly curl. Might want to play in your hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
man. Man. So okay. What are some other things like business ventures that you're doing? Like anything you want the people to know about that you got coming up? Anybody you look forward with like doing some collabs with? Do you got any hidden talents? You know, talk to the people, man. If you want them to know anything and have so we close it up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. Do I have any hidden talents? No, I don't really think so. But I mean, I guess the only hidden talent I probably have is just that. Okay, like how there's always like a hater in your inbox or in your comment,
Yeah,
always trying to get up under your skin or something.
yeah,
I guess you could say my hidden talent is like I'm just not that sensitive when it comes to stuff like that.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I understand people going to say whatever they want to say on the internet, obviously. Yeah.
yeah,
But I bet you in real life, like they don't bark, you
yeah.
know?
You strap ready for war, man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right, right,
yeah,
right, right, right.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I want to ask you, I have a best friend in Sacramento, right?
Hmm.
I put in your inbox before I went live, but I have a best friend in Sacramento, and he wants a big shout out from you because he said he used to write you and he's like your biggest fan. His name is
What's his name? What's his
Ragu
name?
Green. Ragu Green.
Ragu.
Yeah,
Ragu. Man,
Ragu.
shout out to Ragu, man. You already know what it is, man. How what Turk always appreciate his fans. My friends always never shady. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Maybe you could get at me if you watching this. DM me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always love, man. I'm very approachable, bro.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man. So,
yeah.
and that's about it, really. But I'm gonna continue to make more videos and just be me at the end of the day. You know?
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And
Yeah,
I think you're a great speaker,
yeah.
and you always speaking some encouraging words. I think you need to start you a podcast.
Hey,
You
yeah,
know,
yes,
I think you should start you a podcast, and you don't need all the lights and glamours and everything.
right,
All thing you need is a phone. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Because you reach so many people, man, and I think being on a platform like that, you
Uh,
know, you can reach more. You feel me?
right.
At a alarming rate. You know what I'm saying? So um Yeah, man, when you do your podcast, man, I want to be one of the first guests on there. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And
Okay.
I think you'll be successful at that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you'll be successful, bro. You know,
People have like told me that in the past and also recently. They need to hit me up. They'll say, "Hey, yo, Ken, like you should do you a podcast, bro." I'm like, "Why?" They said, "Because, bro, it's like you can talk very well, like
yeah,
better than anybody that I know." I'm like,
yeah.
"Really?" They said,
You're not
"Yeah."
scared. You're not scared to talk. You're very confident. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And
right,
and and a lot of people be shy, man. They be worrying about opinions of other people. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And opinions of other people have people oppressed. You know what
right.
I'm saying? And if you oppress, you suppress, depress. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes,
got to be
exactly.
able to not take things personal, man, because people don't know who you are.
Right,
People, especially people on social media, man, they don't know you.
right,
So when you give somebody that control over your life, man, they're gonna keep on putting them batteries in that remote and keep on running over you. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I like how you deal with adversity. You know, I like how you deal with the haters. You know,
right,
because they still because nobody gonna feel sorry. People don't care. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
How do you deal with that on a regular, like the people who do get in the comments and be disrespectful towards you? How you deal with it?
Well, at the end of the day, okay, it's like, okay, I understand it's the internet, right?
Yeah,
And the internet's a place where people can say whatever they want to say, right?
yeah,
But I feel like as me, you, and everybody else, it's your job to not let it control you. You know what I
facts.
mean? Because, people got balls online, but in person, it's like they're, they get scared. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
want your autograph.
right, right, right. Exactly. Or
Yeah,
they want to be famous like
yeah.
you know?
They want your spot most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Especially the ones who have less followers than you. They
right,
want what you got, you know, and
right,
you have influence, man.
right.
So I think, you know, to take it to the next level, man, start your podcast and keep
Okay.
on going, man. Don't stop. Stay determined. Where the determination is, the way to be found.
Right.
Is it anything that you want to do that you haven't did?
That's a good question. I want to say, um, hmm, I think, okay, I think all my life, like I always wanted to like be like a movie star or something, like an actor, you know? Like maybe like be on a big screen, like the movie theaters one day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got room for you, bro.
Right.
They got room for you, and I think you need to take that walk in Hollywood. And I
Right.
believe a director will want you to play a role. You
Right.
know, have you ever took that step, like just walk in there and say, "I'm ready, let's go"? Because I think if you walk in there and say, "I'm ready, let's go,"
Right.
they're gonna open up the door for you. Because your life, whether good or bad,
Uh-huh.
become whatever you focus on. So if that's something that you want to do, can't nobody do it but you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You
Right.
hold yourself back or you make yourself go forward.
Right.
So go forward with it, man, and manifest that thing. They got a book and they got a documentary called The Secret. Have you ever heard of The Secret?
No.
I want you to check it out. It's a documentary called The Secret, and it speaks about the law of attraction and how our life is like we are like a magnet. We attract the things in our life, whether good or bad. The law of attraction is obedience. So whatever you focus on,
Uh-huh.
you bring about in your life. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So if that's something that you want to be, and I'm a firm believer of that, you know, I was incarcerated and I had 22 years in prison, you know, and
Okay.
I told people I was going home and they used to look at me crazy, laugh at me and all kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So I kept my faith and I was acting as if I was going home tomorrow. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I never did accept my reality
Okay.
of their reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm more spiritual because when you get in the spirit, you see things that other people don't see, and they'll laugh at you and think you crazy.
Right.
So what I seen in my spirit, they didn't see in their flesh,
Right.
and I wind up giving my time back, and I wound up walking out that door. And I also said I was gonna go home and make twins, and I wound up having a boy and a girl twin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the power of life and death is in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? We have to watch the things we say because we will manifest the things we focus on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
go after it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I see you on that big screen, man, doing big, man, with a big old house in Hollywood somewhere, man. You know, keep
Right.
on doing you, man. And I want to commend you for your encouragement,
Yes.
for your strength, your determination,
Yes.
man. You know, from inspiring the people, motivating the people, man. And I want you to just continue going forward, man. Where can the people follow you at and keep up with you?
Well, on Instagram, of course, I Ken Dog, and TikTok, I Ken Dog, but it's two G's at the end, and that's it, really. You know.
I Ken Dog. That's IKENDAWG
Yes.
on everything. Do you have a YouTube
Um, it's like I have it, but I barely use it.
where you need to start using all the tools that you have?
Right.
And they have this app called Beagle, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, I think you'll be a good host, a great host on there.
Oh yeah,
You
I
can make
actually have that.
$640 to $24,000 a month going live, just
Okay.
entertaining people. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you want to become a host on there, I can get you on it. You know what I'm saying? As
Well,
well,
actually,
Miko,
actually,
different
okay, yeah.
sites.
Like I have it on my phone, and I barely use it, but
Are you a host though? Are you a host?
I think I am. I don't know.
Did you do an audition?
I think so.
So if you did an audition, you might be a host then. But if you haven't did an audition, you're not a host, and
Okay.
you need to do an audition.
Okay.
And like I say, you can make money, man. That's passive income coming in to finance anything that you want to do down the line. You know what I'm saying? You need finances coming in, man. And I'm gonna talk with you off a line. I'm gonna send you my direct line, man, because like I
Okay.
said, you're an influencer, man, and I think you should be getting paid for your content. And
Right.
I have a lot of different ways where you can get paid for your content and
Right.
make an honest living off of passive income, man. You know, so I appreciate you, man, coming on the Big Thuggin Podcast. You're welcome to come here anytime, man. I'm in the Atlanta area. I have a studio as well, you know what I'm saying, where I'm gonna be doing in-house, you know, with this coronavirus thing going on. We kind of like, you know, making things work the way we can make it work. But I appreciate you, man. I reached out to you, man. You was a man of your word. And
Yeah.
you know, you don't find that too many times in this game that we in, but keep being honest, keep telling your story, man, because people are listening and they need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I
You're right.
appreciate you, bro.
Definitely. You're right. You're right. Hey, I was just
Yeah.
in Atlanta like in last April.
Yeah, it's wonderful out here. I had to come move out here, man, to pursue my dreams. You
Right.
know, I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I
Oh,
do management. I got, you know, my artists. You know,
okay.
I got a book out. Oh, that's another thing. You should write a book. I have a
Oh,
book out. The
yeah.
autobiography, the
Hey,
autobiography of Turk, man.
and yeah,
I
I
actually,
was I was just about
yeah,
to say that when you mentioned when you mentioned to me about like anything else I want to do or whatever. So
yeah. I think
yeah.
you should do a book. I think you should do a book, your podcast. I think you, man, I got a lot of ideas for you, Kent, that can
Okay.
help you. Like, and I'm gonna give them to you, man, because I feel like that's something that I got to do for you. Like it's so much more out there for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see you getting rewarded for your good deeds that you be doing, man, for other people, you know. So I'm gonna
Right.
hit you, like I said, I'm gonna give you my direct line. And
Okay.
you got a friend here, man. Whatever I can do on my end to help you, you
Okay.
know, to go, you know, to the next level or whatever we could do with each other, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
That's what I'm all about, man. I'm all about building the bridge, building empires, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Where vision get inspired, you feel me? So I appreciate you once again. I ain't gonna hold up too much of your time. I already took up 30 minutes of it. And I know
Yeah.
you're a busy man, gotta make those TikToks and stuff.
Yes.
Man, it's always a pleasure, man. You're welcome anytime, big bro.
Thank you so much, Throw.
All right, all love, man. I'll holler at you, man. I'm gonna send you everything in the DM.
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right.